Hi everyone. Welcome to my live. Just gonna wait here for a few moments to see if anyone's gonna join me today. But so this is my live today. This is the first live that I've ever done on Facebook. So you'll have to bear with me as I figure out kind of like how this works. Hopefully you can hear the audio. Um, so today we're going to talk about the story sets in my oracle cards. So first, I have a little agenda. We're going to go over some welcomes and introductions, as well as the story behind the cards, some quick guides to the deck, how to use the sets. We're also going to go over the mini story symbols. We're going to have a demo, and then we're going to have a little Q&A. And then I'll wrap up with some key takeaways. So I'm hoping this will go around 30 minutes. So I just want to give you a quick intro. So my name is Amy Sortis. I'm a poet and author. My work focuses on reflective poetry, wellness, and trauma-informed care. The oracle cards are part of my healing journey. So they weave together poetry, art, and guidance. So the story behind the cards. So the inspiration came from my journey, like I said, with my own healing journey. And a lot of the inspiration came from my meditation and visions, particularly my Drupa de Mao card. And I'll show you that one. If you can kind of see it, it's kind of like the hero card in this deck. It's the very first one that I created. And Drupa de Mao means kind of seeds of the cat. And it's the first seed of the deck. So I drew the very first card. So the winged Egyptian Mao cat. It's outlined in black. Its figure hovering between earth and sky. The initial image became kind of like I said, the seed from which the entire deck would blossom. And it's the spark that made the entire deck exist. So each card is grounded in symbolic imagery that carries both poetic and reflective meaning. A quick guide to the deck. So the deck is really designed to be a space for insight, healing, and storytelling. So there are 4 suits. So the 4 suits are celestial tides, and they are color coded. And so the color codes are blue. They're celestial tides. So this is like the blue color, and it represents cosmic flow, awakening. There is vital essence, which is green. So that's kind of the green color there. And it represents intuition, self-care, and vitality. There is the inner forge, which is the purple color. And it represents shadow work, resilience, and wisdom. So there is also sacred thresholds, which is amber. And it represents intuition, it represents transformation, passage, and sovereignty. So those are the 4 suits, and each suit has a narrative arc that goes from intuition, challenge, transformation, and integration. So the reason why I'm doing a live today is so we can see how the story sets are used. So one of the unique features of the Heart of Matter, the Orion Gateway Oracle, is that there is a presence of mini story sets. So there's 11 cross-suit groupings of 4 cards each. So each set contains 1 card from each suit, and they're woven together into symbolic art of initiation, flow, shadow, and renewal. So while any card can stand alone, the set reveals like larger narrative patterns, adding depth to your readings. So when there's like multiple cards from the same set that appear together, so it signals that the story of that set is really active in your life. So it highlights cycles, transitions, and mythic themes moving beneath the surface of your experience. So there are two ways to work with the sets. There is the fixed order. So that's like the default path. And so each set has a predefined order in the guidebook. So when you identify a set in your reading, so you turn to its section and read the cards in sequence, allowing for the story to unfold step by step. The other way you can read the card is a mirror reading. So this is reverse path. So some sets called to be read in reflection. So you can start with the final card, like renewal, and move backwards towards initiation. And this reversed reading can reveal closure, release, or hidden lessons. So there's a few practical tips for noticing and using sets. So you can pull a single card, so any card drawn from the deck belonging to one. Sorry, any card from the deck like belongs to one and only one story set. You can look up that card in the guidebook to see where the set is part of and where it is placed in the narrative arc. You can also spot patterns. So if you keep pulling two or more cards from the same set, check how their themes interconnect and notice where they fall in their suit's progression. Also, track reoccurring sets. So if you see this set reappearing repeatedly, so it suggests that there's ongoing cycles or lessons in your life. And there's also optionally a full draw. So you can draw sets in a sequence. Like for example, the set to perceive today we will be going over, and you can draw them in their entirety like this and explore the complete rhythm. So that's another way you can do it. So the full draw. So the sets are a special feature of this deck. And so they offer structure without confinement. They invite you to witness your transformation across multiple layers. So the study arc within each suit and the cross suit stories, and you can kind of like weave them together. So how do they work? How do you know what card is part of what story set? So in the little corner here, I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and make a zoom. There's like a little diamond, like a hollow diamond shape. All the cards have a different little symbol on the side there that identifies their story set. And when you look in the guidebook, you can look up what story set it belongs to. I'll see if I can find the page for you with the legend, just so you can see what it kind of looks like. Sorry, I can't share my screen today, but yeah, so if you see along here, you can see what sets they are. So today we're going to be exploring the call to perceive. So each card has a small symbol that marks which set it belongs to. So there isn't any hidden messages in the symbols. They're just a way to trace the narrative threads across the deck. So we're going to do a demo today, which is called the call to perceive. So I'm going to show you what cards are involved in the card to perceive. So we first have the Cosmic Shard right here, and with its keyword amplification and vision. We're going to have the Pyramid Gate with its keyword ascension. We're going to have the Mirror of Void with its keyword reflection. And we're going to have the Eye of Orion with its keyword perception. So these form a story set. So this is the very first set in the book, which I thought was a good way to kind of start. So it's called Set 1, The Call to Perceive. So this set marks the awakening of inner sight. So inviting the seeker to turn their attention inward and begin their journey of deeper awareness. So it encourages looking beyond the obvious, sharpening the senses to the subtle currents beneath daily life. So the cosmic shard here, amplification and vision, opens the gateway. So it's magnifying hidden truths and expanding perception. And then rising from that illumination, we have the pyramid gate with ascension, which lifts the spirit. So it's like beckoning higher understanding. And then we have the mirror of the void. So this quiet invitation of the mirror of the void, so reflection, calls for stillness and honest self-examination, allowing the seeker to confront what lies beneath. So beneath those surface appearances. So these energies, I would say, all culminate in the Eye of Orion, which is perception, which is really based on focused clarity that pierces through illusion and reveals the vast inner landscape waiting to be explored. So that is how a story set would be revealed to you, and kind of like the little narrative that it follows. So just to kind of recap the story set, the set one, the call to perceive. So this set really represents the beginner of inner awakening. It asks the seeker to look inward, to turn into the subtle truths, and to move beyond surface appearances. So again, with the cosmic shard, I'll show you again. The cosmic shard, it expands vision and reveals hidden truths. The pyramid gate lifts the spirit towards higher understanding. And then the mirror of the void encourages stillness and honest self-reflection. And then the Eye of Orion brings sharp clarity and the ability to see beyond illusion. So together these cards guide the seeker into deeper awareness and perception and their inner world. So really, in short, this story set is all about opening your eyes to the unseen. So I wanted to just demo that kind of set, how the story sets kind of work together. So they're each part of a different suit. And that's how they kind of work. And I wanted to invite you to do some Q&A. We don't have that many viewers today, but I thought maybe I'll go over some frequently asked questions on my Kickstarter. So some frequently asked questions would be, what size are the cards? So the cards are the standard tarot sized, so tarot sized cards. They are 2.75 inches by 4.75 inches. They're quite large. So I don't have a normal playing card to show you. I do. I think I have one on my desk. But anyways, a normal playing card would probably be like that big. And so they're pretty much a little bit bigger than a normal playing card. What material are the playing cards made of? They're made from casino quality cardstock. They have a linen finish, which gives them durability. They're very smooth when shuffling, and they have a smooth premium feel. Particularly when you first get them, they are very slippery when you're shuffling them, which is quite nice. The linen feel is nice. I'll show you kind of how they shuffle. So here we go. So they're very silky and smooth, and they're super new right now, so they're just gonna pop out everywhere. But once you shuffle them a few times, use them a few times, they'll work very well. And then how should I store this deck? So each deck comes with its own sturdy tuck box. I haven't got the tuck boxes yet, but I should have them on October 3rd to show you kind of like what the tuck box looks like. And you can also keep the cards in like a little velvet pouch, which will be provided as a gift. You can also care for them by cleansing them with incense, crystals, or moonlight. And you want to make sure you're shuffling them often to kind of bond with them, get your energy on them, and such. Um, Another question that I get is, what does the guidebook include? So, this is the guidebook. It is about 52 pages. It's pretty thick. It has really nice paper. I made sure to get really thick paper, and it's inside is not laminated inside, so you can actually like write your own notes on there with pencil or pen. I did that way you can, add your own kind of insights as you go along, getting used to the story sets, getting used to kind of what each card means. And the outside is like a nice matte lamination, and it's very thick and sturdy. I've been carrying this along in my purse all week, and it still looks brand new. So, the full guidebook contains card meanings, intuitive keywords, an overview of the four suits, sample spreads, angel numbers, mini stories, opening and closing meditations, and care instructions. So, it's designed to support both beginners and experienced readers. So it's really like a how-to guide for everything. There are spread suggestions in here for 3 cards. There's also illustrations as well. For example, here's a little graphic that I designed for one of the 3-card spreads. Sorry, down here. And that is what the guidebook includes. Another question, is the deck beginner friendly? Yes, the guidebook is friendly. It walks you through everything you need, like I said, with the suggested spreads, and you can start reading right away with this deck. Can you use this Oracle deck with tarot cards? Absolutely. It is designed to complement tarot, and it can be read alongside any deck. I've used a few different tarot decks alongside this Oracle set, and it works very well. Are there any special gifts that come with the deck? Yes, there are special gifts, everyone. Each deck will include 2 special gifts. So you'll get a velvet pouch for storage, and also get a locally sourced moss agate moon-shaped crystal. So moss agate is believed to bring grounding, positivity, and intuition, making it a lovely complement to your deck. And the moss agate is also my favorite crystal as well. And when will I receive my order? So the goal is to ship the rewards by January, but I'm thinking that I'm aiming to have them out by mid-December, so you can enjoy them before the holidays. And a last question about, do I offer refunds? So refunds are generally not offered since the project details and reviews and previews are really extensive. So when you go on my Kickstarter, when it's live on October 1st, you're going to really see exactly what you're getting. However, if you experience any issue, please just reach out to me directly, and I'll do my best to resolve it. And Kickstarter also offers a dispute resolution process if needed as well. So those are kind of the Q&A that is up on my Kickstarter. There is also, I'm wondering, I'm just looking here in the comments. There's no other questions, but those are some frequently questions that I've been having. So I just wanted to thank everyone for joining and or viewing this. I'm going to save it and I'll post it up so everyone can kind of see it if you were unable to see the live today. And I'll just give you a couple key takeaways. So the deck is designed to support reflective wellness and healing journeys, with each card being part of that thematic mini story sets. And remember, there's 11 thematic story sets throughout the deck. There's the 4 suits, so you have Celestial Tides, Vital Essence, Inner Forge, and Sacred Thresholds, which guide you through an arc of intuition, challenge, transformation, and integration. The mini story sets offer a unique cross suit narrative, helping you see bigger patterns in your life. And you can read the cards in a fixed order for a structured approach or in a mirrored path for reflection and closure. And the small symbols on the cards can help you trace the narratives without extra complexity. So I wanted just to thank you all for joining me on this journey through the call to perceive today, the set 1. And I hope these cards bring a new layer of insight and reflection to your life. If you have any questions, I'm here to help, and I can't wait for you to explore the whole deck. So thank you so much for joining today, and I look forward to updating you all on the Kickstarter platform. Thanks, everyone.